Question this time is, could you please distinguish between selfless love and becoming a victim? People seem to confuse these concepts and create the feeling of being the victim in the name of selfless love. This is a very important question, actually, because many people believe that they are loving when actually they're in the role of the victim, and what they're actually doing is seeking love. So the answer to the question here is, how can we separate being in the role of the victim and allowing people to do whatever they want to us, and even feeling hurt or victimized and feeling that we are doing this out of love, is that we will have no negative feelings if we're doing it out of love. We will have no regret. We will not feel hurt. We will not feel done injustice to. We will be happy, and there will be no negative feelings. Now, sometimes people will allow people to behave towards them in ways which they consider to be the reason that they're allowing these people to behave in this way is love, when actually it's not love, it's fear. Fear of rejection, fear of conflict, fear of losing the role of the good person who is allowing the other person to do whatever they want. We do not help people as souls in evolution when we allow them to do whatever they want, when that is either unjust or immoral or unethical. We must love the soul of the other person and help them to become what they really have incarnated to become. Now, this also applies to us. We can love the other person as we encourage them to behave in ways that we consider to be more ethical and more correct. The same thing we need to do with ourselves, to love ourselves, but also to correct our own behavior. So we can separate being victimized with loving simply by watching how we feel when we are allowing people to behave in this way. If we're doing it out of love, we will be doing it out of a feeling of understanding that this person is not in a position to behave in any other way at this time, and we are allowing this to happen temporarily until we can find the right moment to help this person to move on to another level of functioning, which is more correct, more just, and more ethical. So there will be no feelings of being hurt, there will be no feelings of being victimized, and there will be no feeling of being the good person. That is, one thing is to be a good and loving person, another thing is to be in the role of the good and loving person. When we are good and loving, we just don't know it. It's not a thing that we think about. It's just who we are. We're in the role of the good and loving person, that we want other people to perceive us in this way, and we behave in ways that we hope that will make them perceive us in this way, because we are seeking our self-worth or security through their love and acceptance. So I think it's pretty obvious when we're being the victim, when we are allowing things to happen out of the role of the victim, and when we're allowing things to happen through the role of, not through the role of, but because we love the other person and we have understanding and we're able to overcome what is happening. We're not suppressing any feelings, we're transcending our feelings by realizing that our self-worth and our security are to be granted, that we are safe and we are worthy in all situations. Be well.